Everyone, and welcome. This is Big Red coming back once again in the lovely world of Magic the Gathering, and I'm coming here today to save you some money. Yes, that's right, old Big Red is going to save you money, and I'm going to help that little pocketbook of yours. First, a little backstory. Okay, when you first start Magic the Gathering, it's a scary place to be, especially when you're looking at it at a pocketbook kind of thing. We walk into a store. You want to get in Magic. Well, I want a deck I can play with my buddy right now. Alright, we get starter decks. We got dual decks. You even got commander decks now. 35, 40 bucks. Get you started today. Play them. Alright, everybody plays commander. Give me one of them commander decks. 40 bucks out of my wallet. Tax and everything included. Well, great. Now you have 100 loose cards and a giant card you can't do nothing with. Well, what am I going to do? You know, I have all these cards. I don't want them to get damaged. I just got them. Going to sell you some sleeves. Well, what options do you got? You've got, you know, $50 or 50 pack $4 sleeves, or you got Dragon Shields. Well, let's say we go the cheaper route. We want to save a couple bucks and everything, and we get 2 of the $4 sleeves that come with 50 in each pack. As we're sleeving them, oops, one of them bust. Well, that sucks. You either got to buy a whole new pack of sleeves, or you just have one card unsleeved, and you can't do that. So now we buy another pack. Better off just go Dragon Shield. So throw that away. Get your Dragon Shield in. Now we're 50 bucks in. Now what? Now I'm packing around a bunch of loose cards and sleeves. What's the point of sleeving them if I can't protect them? Now I got to get a deck box to fit those 100 cards in for your commander deck. Well, now I got to buy a box. Boxes are going to run you anywhere from $10 to $20, depending on what you want. Well, shoot. Let's say $10, okay? Depending on your shop. Because now you can go to different shops. I've been to shops, you know, down the road, $5 for a box. Shops up the road, $20 for the same box. Locations, everything. So, let's say we spend another $10 on the box. Now, we're 60 bucks in to our deck that we can play with someone. Well, now that you got your deck box and everything, you don't want to play on a dirty table? Don't want to play on a dirty table. Got to get that playmat. That playmat's going to run you around 20 bucks if you get a basic one. If you get fancy, it's going to cost you more. Now I want to protect that playmat, and the list goes on and on. I mean, you got so many different customization options, and well, now that I've got all this stuff, now I need something to carry it in. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just keeps piling on. And by the time you're done, you've got $20 in your deck, and you got $200 in the stuff to carry it. That doesn't make much sense now, does it? I'm going to try to save you money, and this is going to be multiple videos coming to you. The first video is going to be on playmat tubes. How to protect our playmat that protects our cards and protects our sleeves. Okay? And protects, you know, all that other good stuff, too. And there's several different designs out there. So don't just take what I show you today as these are the only ones in existence. It's just these are the only ones that I've got. Okay? So bear with me on this. First, we're going to look at the Ultra Pro clear plastic with 2 rubber ends tubes. Okay? It has 2 rubber ends. 1 on each side. Count them. 1, 2, playmats in the middle inside this little hard plastic tubing. These things are nice if they're at your home, sitting on a desk, and you're not touching them whatsoever. The reason why, see, these are in all the way. Now, gravity took effect, okay? Gravity makes this playmat too heavy to hold these rubber pieces in. Maybe you don't have this problem with your tube if you already have one of these. It's because the rubber on these things loosens up and it won't carry. If you're like me, you travel all over the United States to play Magic the Gathering. Yes, we go everywhere. For those of you new players, that's like, I don't know why I would travel halfway across the United States to play a Magic game. It's because it's that good of a game. You will do these things. And sometimes when we go to these places, we don't get to park right at the entrance. You know, we ain't got that little nice handicap sticker. You gotta walk. And sometimes you're walking miles to get to where you want to go. This playmat is not meant to walk miles where you want to go, especially when just gravity will make it fall. Imagine packing it upstairs, downstairs, up escalators, down escalators to get where you want to go. That ain't going to last. If it falls out and you don't hear it, the guy behind you who's going to the same event just got him a nice little playmat. And sometimes they'll be honest, sometimes they won't. You don't know who to trust at these bigger events. And once you get there and you get set up and you realize your playmat's gone, you ain't got time to walk 2 miles down the block, 2 miles over the block, uphill, downhill, in a place you don't know where you're hardly at, just to look for a playmat. You're going to have to buy one at the event. And it's rough. And it gets pretty expensive when we start dealing with stuff like that. And the round tube is just not for you. Plus, you're looking at $5 to $15 for a tube like that. Yeah, they're nice because the end caps don't break like they do on these triangle tubes. That's the one thing nice about the round tubes, is that they don't break. Where they're rubber, they're flexible. But now let's take a look at these triangle tubes. They're monster protection tubes. I think that's what they got. Yeah, monster protection. Notice how that didn't fall out due to gravity. That means this is a better tube. Earthquake. Okay, that took a pretty good earthquake to knock it off, okay? I'm not going to lie. If you do this right here, yeah, a lot of your tubes are going to come flying out. Don't do that, okay? Let's be honest with each other. We're all Magic players. If this is happening, we're usually running, okay? And that's one thing that us bigger Magic players don't do. We don't run. That's why we love the escalators at these bigger events. Love them, okay? But this playmat tube is going to run you anywhere from $7, $10, $15. Once again, depending on your store and location. I think most places have these for $7, so this is an okay deal, I guess. But not if we want to save money. Because if you're like me, I love my playmats. I've got several playmats. I've got dozens of them. This gets pretty expensive when you're buying dozens of these $7 playmat tubes, okay? Like, think about it. Over $50 for 5 of them. I can't afford that. Get that out of here. What I can afford is our third design. Shipping tubes. They're made to ship all over the United States of America. They're durable. They're $1. And you can get as many of them as you want for $1. Some places, some post offices will sell them a little bit more for $1. I got mine, I think off Amazon, 50 for $50. Okay, not a bad deal, because as a collector of playmats, they're going to add up, and they stack in that little box that they come in. You can label them down here, put a little permanent marker, put whatever playmat on them are. Yeah, that's the bad thing about these, is that you can't see through them, but they're customizable. Think about it. For $1. You can get a little X-Acto knife, cut a little rectangle in this thing. Take that little rectangle, throw it in the trash. You don't need it anymore. And get a piece of clear tape, put over it, something that you can see inside of it. You're protecting the playmat. You can see what playmat you got. And let's say you don't want to do that. That's fine. You've got your label on the end of it where you can write with a permanent marker on it. Now let's take a look at the inside. How durable are these things, Big Red? How strong are these things? Well, I'm having a struggle taking the lid off, I'll tell you that much. Okay, take a look. This is some thick cardboard. If I drop this in water, I can guarantee you this thing will probably stay pretty good and dry, unless I let it soak for a little bit, and I'm not going to do that. Now, as you can see, it looks like a little light at the end of the tunnel. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, I noticed that's a little deep, Big Red. You know, let's compare and contrast here. You know, here's our regular tube, and here's our tube now. Well, Big Red, I don't want a big, long tube. I like the smaller one. If I can pay $7, get a smaller one, that's better. Wrong. No. Bad thinking. We're thinking about how to save money here. This is cardboard. Just get you a little saw, cut it down to wherever you want it to, and then get you an extra end cap, and take the little part you just cut off. Now you got yourself a dice container for $1. You just got to buy a little extra cap to go on the end of it. That's all you need. And you got your dice container, and you got your playmat too. Think about it. If you want to save money on Magic the Gathering, this is a good way to go. You can color it, you can decorate it, whatever you want. Write your name on it. And if you're looking to save money, this is a great way to go. No joke. And I prefer these over these, because these little plastic things, if someone sits on these, they shatter, they break. I've got one right here that's empty that the lid's broke, and I have to have 2 lids on it because the bottom is broke out of it. How in the world do you break the bottom out of one of these things? I don't know. I got off a friend of mine and it came shattered. These right here, these ain't gonna break. If someone sits on these, I mean, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I didn't even dent the cardboard. Okay? That's wonderful. I love this. This is a great design, really cheap if you're looking to save money entering Magic the Gathering. It's $1. Keep that in mind whenever you're out at your local stores, because they're not going to carry these dollar tubes. Your post office are. And that's what I'm saying. These aren't meant for playmat tubes, but they are meant to protect what's inside. You got to think outside the box sometimes. And this is one of those situations where we think outside the box, we save a little bit of money. And next time, we might take a look at deck boxes. I'm going to show you how to get a $1 deck box that'll protect your stuff. Now we're talking commander deck boxes here, or your regular plus a 15 card sideboard. Stay tuned. I'll show you more. Thanks for watching, everyone.